welcome to Stories and Tales with Miss Mimi. And of course, my name is Miss Mimi. If you don't know me, that's who I am. Hey! Today I'm going to be reading a very fantastic folktale to you. I really love it because it's about a character that is quite popular in our folktale community in Nigeria. Can you guess who that character is? Well, put that in the comment section. Let's find out if your guess was right. Anyway, before we proceed, I need you to do me a favor. Click the subscribe button on this channel so that you can always know when we have new videos set up, okay? I also need you to share this video with a friend, with family, just to make sure that everybody is enjoying these beautiful stories. Everyone deserves a good story, don't they? All right, guys, so let's dig into it. And here we go. The title of our story today is How Tortoise Became Bald. Folktales Are Forever. I'm reading from Folktales Are Forever by Efe Farinre. And we're going to be reading about how the tortoise became bald. I want you to think about it. How do you think the tortoise became bald? Guess what? I want you to do something quite fun after reading this story. I want you to come up with your own folktale with the title, How the Tortoise Became Bald. What do you think your story will be about? If you can do that, send it to me as an email. I will put my email address in this video so that I can see who comes up with the best folktale with this title. Okay, who knows? I might have some gifts for them. All right, guys, so let's get into it. One cool evening, just after the rain, Tortoise set out to visit his parents-in-law. It was a beautiful evening. The leaves on the ground, on the trees along the path were shining and dripping with the rain. The birds had all come out again, singing as they played in the trees. Tortoise whistled in tune with the birds. I don't know how to whistle, sorry. As he strolled on, avoiding the puddles on his path. What a lovely evening, he said to himself as he walked along. If Nyaribo and the young ones were home, it would have been a very perfect time for some outdoor family games. Just one more week and they will be back. When Tortoise got to his in-laws' house, he knocked on the door. His mother-in-law let him in. You are welcome, my son. Come in, make yourself at home. And she let Tortoise inside. Called out to her husband, Baba Nyaribo, come, your son-in-law has come. Your son-in-law is here. He has come to see us. Tortoise is here. Come and sit down. Baba Nyaribo came. He said, welcome, my son. I will be with you in a moment. He came and sat with them in the sitting room. He asked after his daughter and his grandchildren. Well, they are doing fine, replied Tortoise. I got a message from them yesterday. The young ones are happy to be with their cousins, and Nyaribo is enjoying the company of her sisters. So you're at home all by yourself? Tortoise's mother-in-law asked with a smile. You must miss them all. Tortoise smiled and he nodded. Well, yes, of course I miss them. The mother-in-law said, just like any mom would say, well, I hope you have been eating. I know that now that Nyaribo is not around, you will not be eating because you don't want to go and cook. But don't worry, I'm cooking, I'm making dinner, so you will join us. Tortoise's father-in-law said, you don't want to miss her special yam pottage. Tortoise smiled back at his father-in-law and said, oh no, I'm not in a hurry. If it's you kids, will you be in a hurry when it's food? No, you won't. Anyway, he said he'll be happy to join them for dinner. Very soon. As I'm here, I can smell the aroma of the food. The aroma of this food filled the room and Tortoise's nose began to twitch. His mouth watered. He was so happy. So happy. When his mother-in-law came back with bowls of steaming hot yam pottage, grilled vegetables, smoked fish before them. Tortoise ate one plate. He ate another plate. He ate another plate. The mother-in-law asked him, Tortoise, would you like to take some home with you? Tortoise was embarrassed. No, thank you. I'm okay, I'm full. So after the meal, they went outside and they sat down in the veranda to enjoy the cool evening breeze. And they began to talk about the race. Oh, I wonder who will win the race this year, Tortoise's father-in-law said. Tortoise said, Hare hopes to beat Antelope this time around. He has been hoping to do that for so many years, Tortoise's father-in-law asked. So they laughed and they shared jokes and they talked about the upcoming village games, the building of more market stalls, and the clearing of an additional path to connect their village with the next one. After a while, Tortoise wanted to pee, so he said, I would like to use the toilet before I set off home. Mother-in-law said, of course. You know where the toilet is now, go. So as Tortoise was walking back into the house, the smell of that yam pottage hit him. Wow. This yam pottage is irresistible. He went into the toilet and he came out. Again, when he came out, the yam pottage hit it. He was like, The door to the kitchen was open. Tortoise peeked inside. He saw the stove on the pot and his mouth watered at the thought of its contents. He looked out towards the veranda where he could still hear his in-laws talking, and then once he was sure that they were sitting, he dashed into the kitchen. To be honest, kids, Tortoise only wanted to see if there was any pottage left in the pot. That's all he wanted to see, right? He just wanted to look one last look at this delicious meal before he left the house. Because, you want the memory of this sweet food to remain even after you have left. So he opened the pot. The aroma wafted into his nostrils. Tortoise was like, And he wanted more. But he said, if I ask for more, they will think I'm greedy. So he looked again. When he was sure that his in-laws were still outside, he used the big spoon inside the pot to scoop up some pottage. So as he scooped it up, he was now looking around. Okay, where is plates? The only plates that were inside the wooden chest were on his right. Okay. Cups that he found were in the wooden chest next to the mortar and the pestle. He looked up, he saw a small bowl on a shelf that was just suitable. So as he reached for the bowl, his hand knocked down the pot cover and it clattered to the floor. Remember, he was still holding that spoon of pottage. Tortoise, is that you? Are you okay? His father-in-law called. Tortoise did not respond. He quickly bent, picked up the pot cover as he heard footsteps approaching. He looked at the spoonful of yam pottage in his hand and at the bowl at the top of the shelf. You know what? Tortoise took off his cap and he quickly emptied the yam pottage into the cap and dropped the spoon. Guess what he did? He put the hot yam pottage and the cap on his head. I cannot imagine how hot that would have been. So he now ran out of the kitchen. As he was coming out, the father-in-law said, I heard something fall in the kitchen. I was coming to find out what it was. Were you in the kitchen? No. I was not in the kitchen. I didn't mean, I don't hear anything. I did not hear. Do you know why he was stammering? Because the hot pottage was burning his scalp, burning his head under his scalp. Are you alright? His mother-in-law asked. Tortoise, you look like you're in pain. No. I'm fine. But there was a trickle of hot pottage rolling down his face. Tortoise quickly wiped it. I'm fine. Tortoise, what's that running down your face? Is that red sweat? I wonder if you ate so much yam pottage that you are sweating yam pottage. The father-in-law asked. Tortoise said, no, it's just sweat. It's the heat, the hot weather. I'll be on my way now. But his mother-in-law had seen the reddish sweat too, and now she could smell the pottage on Tortoise. Mother-in-law winked at her husband, just as another drop of reddish sweat trickled down Tortoise's head. Tortoise wiped it off frantically and turned towards the door. More of the pottage leaking from under his cap. Oh my God. Oh wait, his father-in-law said. You can't go sweating like that. Wait a while and cool off. Mama Nyaribo, please bring him some water. Guess what? Now that Tortoise in-laws knew exactly what was going on, they knew that Tortoise had stolen some pottage from the pot. They wanted to make sure they wasted his time so that the pottage would be so uncomfortable for Tortoise. Now, I wonder, was that kind or was that unkind? I don't know what to think. Do you want to let me know what you think about that? Please do. So they took Tortoise out and they started talking about irrelevant things. They talked about the race, they talked about the market, and all the while, guess what Tortoise was doing? He was squirming. He was tired. He was like, I just need to go. I just need to go. I'm pretty sure he was almost close to tears. Eventually, after hours of sitting there, they let him go. And Tortoise ran out of the house into the night. And as he left, his parents-in-law began to laugh. Anyway, Tortoise started running. He didn't notice anything, all the beautiful things that were on the road as he ran home. He just needed to get home. He needed to get home. At last, even as he was running, do you know that other animals were like, "Hi, Tortoise, Mr. Tortoise. Hello, Mr. Tortoise. Well done. Good night. Let's enjoy the breeze. Where are you coming from?" Tortoise now answered them. Tortoise was still running. Eventually, he got home. But as he was getting home, just as he was about to take off his cap, a voice called out to him, "Tortoise, where have you been?" Guess what animal this was? It was dog. "We've been waiting for you for hours." "But what's in the world for? What are you waiting for me for?" Tortoise was asking. Meanwhile, he was trying to open the door to his house. "Oink. It's your turn to host the board games," said Pig. "Or have you forgotten?" Tortoise did not respond. He just wanted to open the door to his house. Are you okay? That's goat, in case you didn't get that. Why are you shaking so much? What's that aroma? It smells like pottage. Tortoise did not answer. He was trying to open the door. But guess what? Dog now walked up to the door and turned the knob. "It's already open," he said. Tortoise dashed inside, slammed the door, threw off his cap, and then he screamed. Dog and the others, they rushed inside to find Tortoise rubbing his scalp. I'm bald. Oh, my hair is gone. The young pottage has burnt off my hair. I'm bald. And the animals looked down and they saw the cap with the contents of yam pottage mixed with hair. Ew. I'm bald. The yam pottage has burnt off my hair. I'm bald. The yam pottage has burnt off my hair. And that is how Tortoise became bald. I did enjoy reading this story. I hope you enjoyed listening to it. I'm curious to know, if you were going to write this story, how will Tortoise lose his hair? Get creative. Put it in the comment section. Also, there were a couple of animals that were mentioned in this story. A couple of animals were mentioned. Do you remember them? How many were they? Talk about them with a friend, with mom, or put them in the comments. I will be reading them. Always. Thank you again for joining us on this segment of Stories and Tales. It was such fun, so much fun reading to you. I hope to see you again next time.